Okay, let's look at some things that's good to know, what's good to know. So we'll do our spiritual message, guidance, elevated awareness. Let's see what this is about today. It's about standstill, alienation, a stalemate, stagnation, withholding, grinding to a halt, insensitivity, mistrust. Okay? And I think a lot of people are feeling that dynamic now, that things are not moving in the way that, that they wanted to move. Okay? They want, of course, to see Trump out of office. They're not trusting anything that's coming in. Okay? They're feeling isolated. And so they're getting in angst and angry, etc. Why when I get so many people coming in, well, why didn't Biden do something? Why didn't this happen? Why didn't that happen? Why is it, all of that? Okay, feeling like they're coming apart. Okay. Feeling like they're coming apart because, well, why did people say that Kamala was winning? Why, all of this goings on. Because she did. He cheated, okay? I don't know what to tell you. So they feel like their life is coming apart. Things aren't moving in the direction they want to. They feel like they're stuck. Can't do anything. We're stuck in here for the next amount of time. Like I said, it's not going to be there for long. Okay? The 6th house, sustainability. Okay? In the house of sustainability. People are angry, upset, confused, fearful. And that's exactly where the dark forces want people to be. They want them to be in fear mode. If you're in fear mode, you're more easily controlled. Gateway to the sun, love of the divine masculine. Now, we're not talking about the masculine that's been engaged for so long here on this planet. That's the toxic masculinity. We need the gateway to the divine masculine of, taking charge, moving things forward in an area of protection, guidance, awareness, that type of thing, in the divine masculine, not the toxic masculinity that we see being engaged in now. Okay? So, let's go ahead. I think we're going to use these. Let me grab these cards and get our other pointings here. So things, what's going to come apart is being able to see the masks. The masks are going to fall. Okay? And things are moving, but they move under the surface. And it's important to stay, like it says, within the 6th house of sustainability, sustaining your own awareness, sustaining your own way forward, keeping yourself elevated, having the gateway to the divine masculine, which is about protection and bringing into leadership, etc. Okay? When it comes to the harvest, now the people are not liking the harvest, so we need to become and continue to stay heart-centered in order to turn the harvest around, okay? So it's so important at this time to remain heart-centered in your daily life. Pentacles is in your daily life, the happenings every day, okay? The message about the actions, okay? Having a strong message about the actions to stay heart-centered. It is so important during this time. To maintain a sense of justice, to hold for justice. And we know that, at this point in time, people feel that justice has eluded them, okay? But it hasn't. Things are working again under the surface. So we need to sustain your own heart-centered awareness rather than getting into the mental spin of drama, okay, of ruminating on the past or projecting into the future, okay. So I'll give you a little pointer. If you start going into the negative spin of past or negative spin of future, the negativities of drama, when you start going into that mental framework and those thoughts are starting to generate and continue to spin, what you do is you say, stop. The only thing that's happening right now, if this were going on in my mind and I had these thoughts, I would say at this moment, stop. The only thing that's happening now is I'm sitting here and I'm reading the tarot. None of the other drama is concerning at this moment. In this moment in time, the only thing that's happening is XYZ, exactly what you are engaging in this moment. So bring yourself back to center. Bring yourself back to reality rather than going into the spin about what possibly could be or what has been before or projections into the future of drama, okay? So understand, again, the message about the action for justice. Justice will come, but we need to continue to stay heart-centered, okay? The masks are falling. The masks are coming off for people to see exactly what's there. And though you feel like you're in a standstill at a moment, that you're being alienated, stagnation, okay, withholding, grinding to a halt, insecurity, mistrust, you got to continue to trust the universe, because at the center of all, no matter what is seen or unseen, is the divine is. The spark of the divine is. And if you ever experienced directly the divine is, you would know that's why karma exists, because the divine is that 0 point balance, and then that holds that energy of that divine love, acceptance, all those things that the divine is at the center of being. And so you can't get away from that. They can try to, again, go into rejecting the divine is. They can try it as much as they want. They can go into the dark as much as they want. But at the center and core of everything is the divine is, and so it's only a matter of time before things right themselves, okay? And we go into this gateway, again, at the moment, love of the divine masculine, of that which is, like you could say that Yeshua ben Joseph is the divine masculine, okay? It was about guidance, love, protection, empathy, compassion, those things are also part of the divine masculine and about taking charge, going forward in a heartfelt way of love and compassion, empathy, etc. Okay? So it's don't despair, don't lose hope. Okay, don't feel that nothing is happening because it's not happening on the timeline you would like to see. And that's what I get, well, why didn't this? Why didn't that? Why? You have to trust the universe and know that everything happens in divine timing, okay? Things are moving forwards. Things are going to get better. We are on the edge of the age of enlightenment. But you have to have some patience. You have to stay heart-centered. And that's part of the spiritual path, okay? The spiritual path is not always hearts and flowers and everything's going to magically turn out the moment that you want it to. Things, again, take time, and these are the lessons, hard lessons, yes. You have the dark night of the soul where you have to go through that most challenging point, and it's darkest before the dawn, okay? So we are getting closer. And the dark is going to rail even more because it cannot stand the light. Anytime you see the dark is confronted with any light, you watch Trump, okay? He just, he can't deal with it. He's got to try to make an alternative universe. He's got to try to, when he's failing, he wants to do the opposite and say he's the best, okay? So again, it's about coming to balance, staying heart-centered. Don't go into the maelstrom of the mind spin. When you start going into the mind spin, again, stop. The only thing that's happening, and if you're not doing something, maybe change what you're doing, okay? And do something actively, whether you're going to wash dishes or you're going to weed the garden or you're just going to go for a walk or, change the direction of the energy that you're in. You have free will to do that. Change the direction of the energy and pull yourself out of the negative spin and stay heart-centered and have some trust in the divine is, the universe. And when you understand that at the center of anything, in order for it to have life, it has the divine is, then 100% that this is going to rectify, okay? The dark can only hold off the light for so long, okay? And the closer the light gets and the closer it starts, showing what's under the surface of their darkness, the more that darkness is going to rail and, like it says in the Bible, weeping and gnashing of teeth, and they're going to make a big production, okay? But don't have any fear in their big railing and rambling, okay? Now, I have been in a position before where somebody was taking the things that I was giving them, and they were being very successful using it, but they were giving the credit to someone else, okay? So they were stealing the light and giving credit to something else, because it had more documents or, that type of thing. Well, this person in there, the dark came out. I mean, the real dark came out, and they are literally spitting and They're literally spitting and saying obscenities and threatening and all of this stuff. The dark, all that drama came out and it was exposed. And all it took was 1 second and the third eye, one thing, and that was the end of that. Okay? But if you saw it, they are railing, gnashing of teeth and threatening and, growling and, all the stuff the dark wants to do to create fear. And when you have no fear, when you know at the center is the divine is, again, it's 1 second and that nonsense is over. It's exposed for what it is. Okay? So the dark is going to be exposed more and more for what it is. And the more exposure comes out about it, the more it's going to rail and gnash teeth and do whatever it can. But its time is ending. Its time is short. Okay? So again, stay heart-centered. Justice is coming. And you have to understand that justice is going to come in its timing. And we continue to fight with the truth. And heart-centered reality is the way that we go through this time where you feel that everything is at a standstill. Okay? So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you online.